revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ready, you ready? Check. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. 4 down. Hey, check two.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ready, back 25, ahead. Oh, here we go. Check 24. Let me go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, Winston. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Ready. Black, we do that. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made that time by Christian Sam.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give, running right, Lindsey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double dog, that's the way.
Throwing now is Brady. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Wait, 20! I got it! Hey, we got tight left, tight his left. Even. 4th down, even. Easy. Ozzy!
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. It's complete. James White. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Wait, 53! 27! Watch the twist, watch the twist!
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 26. Check 26. Flip, flip, flip.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Ready. Blue ready. 21. Check back 21. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, it's Lindsey. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing, Winston. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40, 30, the 20. 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready. Flag. We're good, huh? Check back 21. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Jameis now on first down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Jameis again. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Winston, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
McManus's point after is good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming. No, 66.
First down, here's White. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Wait, set. Ready? Mike 27. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Jackson, reload.
Now on second and 13. Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up third and 8.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. I'm coming. Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And able to find Dorsett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
SOS. Hey, goal 66.
Brady gives to Michelle, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll go again with Lindsey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay by anything else. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is the tight end Fant. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Sugar.
Brady now to throw. And a fast footwork by White. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, second.
Here's Brady. This is White on the screen. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On the ground, Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 11 now, Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, a run from White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady gets it to Gordon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second down now, it's White, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run for it. This is White. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ready? Check.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, set. Wait, ready? 3 buzz.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Broncos' 43-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second and 11 now. Brady, that's complete to White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Wait 20. 47. Bandit. Bandit.
450. On first down, White. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Alpha. Go, Mike 34. Mike 34. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Wait for the end.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Ready. Flag.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Courtland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Patriots, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.